I will ban everyone who says that. Literally makes it sound like some kind of friggin' crime scheme. All right. I mean, Halloween is still a while away, but I mean, fall season is coming, so I thought this was appropriate. We're going to learn about a savagely festive company called Spirit Halloween. Yep. I love going to Spirit Halloween. I just wish I had money to spend on the stuff. I wish I had the money to spend on the outfits and stuff because I would like to dress up. Yes, Halloween is already in stores, literally. I went to the store around the corner and there's like literally already boxes of the Halloween candy and I'm like, we're not even in September yet. What the frick? Eli, get out. No, it's not. Christmas is superior. Okay, let's learn.
All right, it's October, meaning we've got about 45 seconds until we're all bombarded by the sounds of children crying and in-laws complaining, all while Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Hell yeah.
For the next 2 months of our lives, just completely unable to hear our own thoughts. But in the meantime, today we're talking about Spirit Halloween. You know, the Halloween store that pops up in the abandoned Kmart every year and sells a bunch of single-use costumes that have funky names because they don't want to actually pay for a license for a famous character. That place. All right, just so we're on the same page, it's going to sound like I'm talking smack about Spirit Halloween a lot throughout this video. I'm not, okay? A, I respect the hustle. B, I'm absolutely fascinated with how savage this business model actually is. Speaking of business, let's go ahead and get this ad out of the way.
Damn.
Word from our sponsor, Delete Me.
Delete me! Did I do it right?
No, you were supposed to walk from the other side of the room just like I had to.
Work smarter, not harder.
This is why I never finish.
I will open every single one of my streams starting on November 1st with Christmas music.
I heard that.
You forgot the light.
Oh, hey. Thanks.
Yeah, that is his wife.
Anyways,
yeah.
Delete Me, super straightforward business. You give them money, they turn around and they make sure the data brokers aren't selling your personal information on the internet. So here's how this happens. Pretty much anytime you use a free app or internet service, that app or service isn't actually free. What they're doing is they're harvesting your personal information, then they turn around, they sell it to data brokers, and then the data brokers sell it to anybody that has money. The good news is these data brokers are legally required to stop selling your personal information if you formally ask them to. The problem is there's a bunch of different data brokers and they all have a different process for you to formally request that they quit selling your information. That's where
They have
Delete Me
3
comes
kids?
in. Delete
I
Me
didn't know
monitors
that.
all the biggest
Damn.
data brokers for your personal information, and as soon as it comes up for sale, they automatically write in and have them take it down as soon as possible. And then as long as you're subscribed to Delete Me, they will continue to monitor, checking and rechecking for your personal information at these data brokers over and over and over again to make sure if they do ever come in contact with your data again, they have to delete it again. So if that's something you'd be interested in, I will have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. All right, our story begins in the early 1980s with the founder of Spirit Halloween, a guy by the name of Joe Marver. And no, I'm not about to tell you the story about some dude that grew up and his favorite holiday was Halloween and he wanted to run a costume store and he overcame adversity to run the biggest costume store in the world. No, he was running a normal brick and mortar women's apparel store known as Spirit Women's Discount Apparel. And then one October in like 1981, 1982, there was this locally owned pop-up Halloween store that would go into the empty business right next door to him. And he noticed that they were getting more traffic and more customers in that single month than he was getting all year long. And Joe, being an entrepreneur, immediately recognizes how brilliant this business strategy actually is because
because like they pop up for a limited time, so people are like, oh my god, we gotta go. Makes sense. No, we're not banning Mariah Carey. Nuh-uh. The Webstront store. Okay, that's kind of cute.
a significant portion of the revenue that a company makes during the entire year is actually made just during the holiday season, right? It's
Holy
the end of the year.
shit.
It's the playoffs. It's the Super Bowl. It's where you're getting the most bang for your buck.
'Tis the season to be merry.
Well, that's my name.
Oh, shit.
And this Halloween store is essentially...
You know what? Actually, I'm kind of surprised. So there's Spirit Halloween, but where is Spirit Christmas? Where's Spirit Christmas? I want one. Like, hello, where is my Spirit Christmas store? That would be so freaking awesome. He should do that. I like going in. They're fun. We don't usually buy anything, but we always go in to look. Someone is making Spirit Christmas right now in the US. I want to go. No, shut up, Jello. Hello does not trump Christmas. No, I will ban everyone who says that. Even if you're a mod, I will demote and then ban you.
Skipping all the regular season games and just showing up straight to the playoffs like it's a championship, making a ton of money, and then dipping out and taking the other 10 months of the year off. It's brilliant. Now that in itself is enough, but then you look at what these Halloween stores are selling and it makes it that much more appealing because they have extremely low expectations, right? This is basically a single serving Halloween costume, right? Nobody needs to be dressing up like a slutty nurse multiple times. This costume needs to function for like the 4 to 6 hours that you're going to be wearing it during Halloween, and then you're going to throw it in the trash. And guess what? Because you're only wearing that costume for one night, you don't really care if it's comfortable. You don't really care if it fits that great. Just the standard for the product that they have to sell, there is no standard. The bar for that is in hell. Okay, nobody cares. Everybody that goes into a Spirit Halloween knows beyond the shadow of a doubt they're basically buying garbage.
Sputnik. Sputnik.
Wow, I don't have the worst costume anymore.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because everybody knows exactly what they're getting into, okay? It's like Little Caesars Pizza, right? What's their slogan? Hot and ready. Is it good pizza? Motherfucker, it's hot and it's ready and it costs $5. Do you want it or not? You know what you're getting into. And I know what you're thinking. What about Karen, right? We all have that one aunt. Our mom has that one friend. We all know that woman that has the audacity to go to a restaurant, eat the entire entree, and then bitch that it wasn't cooked right, trying to get a discount, if not get the entire thing for free. That's the beauty of the entire thing. The entire business model has anti-Karen technology integrated right in, right? Because guess what? You can't be dissatisfied with how your Halloween costume performed until after Halloween. And guess what's gonna happen after Halloween when Karen rolls up in her white Suburban ready to berate a bunch of retail workers about how itchy little Timmy's eczema is after
You put your costume on for Halloween, it's like an itchy piece of shit. You're like, oh my God, this is so bad, I'm gonna go complain. But then bam, November 1st, they're closed and gone. You can't complain. No complaining allowed. Unless you are dressing up in a fursuit for Halloween, then that's likely meant to be reusable and expensive. Yeah, true. You could keep your Spirit Halloween costumes, for a while, I guess. Spirit of Halloween is usually closed and gone by October 31st. Really? They're not open on Halloween Day? It's like, nope, we're out.
wearing his fucking costume. Nothing's gonna happen because it's an empty fucking building now. They're gone.
Sorry.
These temporary Halloween
Who's Maria Carey? Maria Kari.
stores literally get to roll up during the holiday season, the busiest, most profitable time of the year, and open a new store, increasing traffic because everybody wants to go check out the new store, and they open it under the pretenses that they're having a going out of business sale, which also increases the amount of foot traffic and people that want to go to this store. And then they make all their money
What the
and then
frig
they
was
fucking
that?
dip. It's absolutely brilliant. It's so good. It feels like it's a bank heist, but it's completely above the table and fair game. So Joe, being an entrepreneur, recognizes this and is like, yo, I'm gonna do that from now on. And in 1983, he converts Spirit Women's Discount Apparel into Spirit Halloween. He makes over 6 figures in like 6 weeks. And then he's like, yeah, I'm doing this
Holy
from now
shit.
on. From there, every year he opens up more and more Spirit Halloween stores in his region. And then by the 1990s, he's operating like 60 stores every single year. And in 1999, he actually gets bought out by Spencer's Gifts. From there, he kind of becomes a CEO for a little bit. Now I still believe he sits on the board, but from here is where things really start to take off for the company and they get absolutely huge. Fast forward to 2024, they're operating 1,500 of these stores all over the country. And they're not just
Holy
like small
crap.
retail places on Main Street in small town America. No, these are like abandoned Kmarts that are at least 10,000 square feet or more. Okay, I'm gonna say that a little bit slower because I don't feel like you're picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, Spirit Halloween manages to open, operate, and close down 1,500 10,000 square foot retail spaces
What?
in the span of 8 to 6 weeks. Okay, do you understand how fucking crazy that is? Spirit Halloween has some of the best logistical capabilities of any entity on the planet.
Literally makes it sound like some kind of friggin' crime scheme. They all just freaking come in, set all the shit up, make their money, take it all down, and bam, gone. Bam, gone until next year.
At the top of my head, the only ones that are competing with Spirit Halloween are like the United States military and Amazon Prime. That's it. Those are the only people that have better logistics than this fucking Halloween store. And what's crazy is there's still an even more impressive aspect to this business because most of their full-time employees are on this realty team, and this realty team goes around and gets all the leases for these 1,500 locations, right?
Wow.
Do you understand the ability of those realtors to close a deal? It's absolutely insane. Just so we're all on the same page, these realtors' full-time job is to track down and find companies that have gone out of business and still have their retail space. And then they they roll up being like, hey, I work for Spirit Halloween. Here's my business card. You like that? That logo of the Grim Reaper as I'm coming to visit you after your business just died? By the way, that's not the Grim Reaper. That's Jack the Reaper. It's a play on Jack the Ripper. Haha, puns. Anyways, sorry your business just died, but I had an interesting proposal. What if I throw a Halloween party inside of its corpse?
Wow.
It's literally the commercial real estate equivalent of like donating your body to science, right? They're just rolling up to old Best Buys and Kmart's like, hey, you're not selling flat screens in here anymore. Let me get some animatronics.
Hey, you guys are going out of business, obviously. Here you go. We'd like to move in. Get out. They closed the deal like a month before they start working on the store. Yeah. What the frick? Yeah, it would almost feel like a scam if I didn't know any better. Oh my
Skeletons and shit in here. Sell some fake blood. You know, why not? The entire business model is hilarious because it seems like this savage cutthroat business model, but actually literally nobody's getting hurt because it's like, what else are you going to do with that empty retail space? You know what I mean? Like, you get to make a couple of bucks. All the people in town get to drag their little 3 to 5 year old kids to see the haunted house while they buy their Halloween costume, and then they fuck off till next year. Like, there's no losers in the entire equation. And it shows because they are making a ton of money in a 6-week span. Last year, they made $1.1 billion in 6 weeks, okay? That's like $23 million a day. That's $220,000 per employee. Now, granted, that's revenue, not profit. I'm sure they have a ton of overhead on top of that.
Bro,
but
what
it's
the
still
frick?
impressive that they're making $1.1 billion in 6 weeks. A couple of other interesting things about
I thought he was gonna say million in like 2 months. Oh my god. Blech. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong business.
Halloween, they absolutely do not like being made fun of. How do I know this? Well, because the infamous Saturday Night Live skit where they did like a 3-minute bit making fun of Spirit Halloween, and then Spirit Halloween retaliated by tweeting this. I wonder if they're gonna make a fat electrician costume next. You know what? I'll do it.
Irrelevant 50-year-old TV show includes dated references, unknown cast members, shrinking ratings. We are great at raising things back from the dead. Oh my god, I love
wonder if they're
it.
gonna make a fat electrician costume next. You know what? I'll do it.
I'm a piece of fucking white trash, I say it proudly. Here, tell these people something they don't know about me.
Chubby electrician guy? Chubby electron guy? What does it say? Includes slightly successful YouTube, hatred for communism. What does it say? Twice? I don't know. I can't read the rest of it. Abundance of tattoos, right off couch. Damn.
All right, let's end this on the high note. Spirit of Halloween, in addition to making a ton of money, also runs a children's charity known as Spirit of Children, and since 2006, they have raised over $146 million, as well as provided all the costumes and necessities for these children's hospitals to be able to throw Halloween parties every single year. So in conclusion, that is Spirit Halloween, probably the most wholesomely savage company on the planet. They literally show up with their Grim Reaper logo, offer to throw a Halloween party in the ruins of your failed business, make a ton of money, and then dip out before Karen can show up wanting to return the product. And then they donate a bunch of money to children's hospitals and then get ready to do it all over again next year. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
That's cute. Go buy Spirit Halloween now. So they can do the Halloween party for the kids. I mean, yeah, probably a tax write-off, but whatever. The kids still get to have fun and that's all that matters.